play areas, indoor experiences.
Right.
Those are the kinds of experiences Betsy Kling's suggesting to keep the kids busy over the next few days.
Yes. Now, this is where it's a little bit of a mom dilemma, right? Because we've had the kids home now for a few weeks, and things are getting a little stir crazy, and now everybody's got to stay inside. So what do you do? So now you're like digging deep for activities.
Yeah.
So.
Like library story time, any of those kinds of things.
At this point, you're ready for anything, right? Clean your room does not work. I'll just put that out there. I'll tell you what, it's going to be the morning when the complaining will begin, unfortunately. We already have a lot of humidity in place, and as we head through the night, that humidity will only increase, and as the humidity comes in, the temperatures are not coming down. So your morning rush will probably be right around 80 degrees or so. The heat index will be climbing, and by the afternoon, we will have air temperatures in the middle 90s. We're talking about that heat index going over the century mark. So here is a look at your hour by hour, kind of on the hour heat index report. And I'm sorry, these numbers are all kind of running together, but once we get to 3 digits, it does throw off our little changes here. But there you can see 105, 105. Now that's that heat index showing up in that excessive heat warning territory. That's 105 degrees or more. And note that it is right in the middle of the afternoon. So during the heat of the day, we will have some clouds around, and by evening you can see these thunderstorm chances that start to pop in. So that's a little bit of an interesting note too. Upper 70s to right around 80 currently, but even here at night, because we have that humidity, you notice that the heat index numbers, those yellow numbers, are warmer than the air temperatures in some locations. So it's on, and it's only going to get worse as the humidity continues to rise. We've got low 70s across most of northern Ohio. Tomorrow we're going to kick it up another couple degrees as far as the dew points go, and we're kind of going back to this graphic because it just explains it so darn well. Sweaty and gross at 70-degree dew points, and 75 is ultra muggy. We are going to be flirting right in here and staying in here as we head through the next couple of days. The temperatures and the upper level winds. This is the ridge we've been talking about. So our mid and upper level wind pattern is one that is circulating right here. This is the bubble of hot air that's known as the ridge, and that bubble is shifting eastward, and as it does so, that's why our temperatures will be on the rise. That's why our humidity will be on the rise. The other part about the ridge that's interesting, at least I think so, is that remember, it's a bubble of hot air. Huge capacity for holding water, not a lot of focus to be able to get storms going. You go to the edges of the ridge though, and that's where we have good focus that takes place. So it takes advantage of all the heat and all the humidity under the ridge and then combines it with a little bit of energy that's going around the edges, and you can see these little thunderstorm complexes that begin to fire up. These are known as ridge runners. We talked about them a little bit yesterday, but tomorrow night we could have some of these that begin to dip in. So it's just one of those things we have to watch out for. We did have thunderstorms earlier today in western Ohio, and they completely fizzled by the time they got to Cleveland. Just a couple drops of rain and some clouds. So there's a look at your 9 o'clock temperatures right around 80 or so, and the heat index will already be in the upper 80s to start. We'll cross over the 100-degree threshold for the heat index by noon, and in the afternoon you see those numbers circulating there, 105 to 110. We could even have some locations under the right conditions that get to a 111 or a 112, but for the most part I think 107 to 108 will cap it, and there you see those thunderstorm chances on the edges. Temperatures at the game tomorrow, 91 to start, and it's not going to get much cooler as the game goes on. Here's your Universal Windows Direct forecast, mid-90s the next couple of days. Velosano riders, please make sure you are careful when you are riding. But the good news is the ridge breaks, and that means cooler and drier and beautiful weather is coming our way for the start of next week.